it's Christina.
Kodo.
I'm Matthew.
We just got done working on our new track, Enough for Me. Enough for Me started out actually as a remix idea for an audience song, actually. And we ended up not liking the vocal that was used in that remix. So we removed the vocal, we modified some of the chords, and then we had like the basis of the track. I sent the track over to Christina at one point, and she found some inspiration. So she got on the track, sent us some vocals back. Ironically, the day afterwards, Matt and I had a studio session, and we kind of took those vocals, even though they were very demo, and we ran with it. So we had almost an entire completed track by the day after, and we even played it at a show. So that just a little background behind the track.
So you guys produced the track?
Yes.
The two of you?
So us two produced the track, started out as a remix, and then it became an original after we didn't like what we were doing with the remix. We didn't want to throw it away because it had potential.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Audien right now, so I'm always trying to either rework his songs or break them down myself and try and recreate them. It is a good way to start original tracks.
It is.
It is. It's like I was telling Christina, I was doing tight beats. All my best songs come from like trying to sound like someone else, but unsuccessfully doing that, and then that is how I've been finding ideas that work for me. The entire idea started, I think it was on my laptop for the first stage.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Like the first 5% of the track, and the last 95% of the track had to have been.
Yeah. Actually, I think what I built the drop on my laptop, and then we took that and just stemmed it out to yours. I think that's how it started. But yeah, it was like the very beginning was on the laptops to get the idea down, and then back onto my workstation. We have the FL Studio Ableton dynamic going on here, so you know what that's like.
Whole lot of audio.
And then what was the process like adding Christina?
So I've been working with Christina for multiple years, and I knew that she was in the music industry. I had just been starting out when I first met her at the time. So over the years, we had been like swapping work in progress tracks and getting feedback from each other. And I think finally it just like the timing lined up, and the inspiration was there when we sent over the original demo to her. And she just took it and ran with it. And it's pretty easy because I see her weekly at work.
So how did you feel about the song, like when you first heard the beat and just the whole inspiration?
I just woke up one morning and I said, I'm going to work on this. You sent it to me. It was like the next day I had my mushroom coffee and I went out on the patio and I just started vibing and I came up with a melody really quick and I was just like, this is kind of catchy. This kind of works. And then I didn't know what to talk about, but I was just like kind of like feeling like live.
It's you and the mushroom coffee.
Man, that mushroom coffee really changed me. Like, I'll be holding up a conversation. But yeah, I was just like, I said, oh shit. And I wrote it so quick and I said, I'm going to go in the studio, and I texted you right away.
Yeah.
I was just like, are you ready? I'm about to go in the studio right now and I'm going to give you reference. Get ready for it. I'm coming. And then I sent it. And then your reaction was just like...
I was blown away at first, and I was like, I got to show Matt. So I ended up showing Matt the day after when he came over for we had a studio session planned regardless to just work on whatever. And I was like, yo, check out what Christina sent me over. And I remember he was like, bro, this is way better than splice vocals, bro.
Yeah, we've been kind of stuck with bad vocals.
Oh,
recently.
man.
We have these great beats that just have nothing to like bring them to the next level. This was like the first track we made together where a vocal just like magically appeared in my life to make the track way better than it originally was.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I recorded it in the studio, I was just like, oh, I couldn't wait to show you. I was so excited. I was just really like on a high when I recorded that shit. I was like, during the build-up, I need something like high vocals and like, I don't know, it's like a euphoric thing. And I just wanted to really execute that. And I don't know, I was just fucking around and I just kind of felt it. And then I was like, this is great. Now let's find out some words. Make it work.
Well, that was perfect execution.
Thank you.
After doing this song, would you want to do more?
Hell yeah. We got 2 new beats that you sent me today that I'm going to fuck with tonight.
Yep.
So I'm very excited. I think we're starting something.
Yeah, we got our duties to get to tonight. After this, we're going back to my studio. We're gonna try to finish Enough for Me. We had her record all the vocals today, all the extra layers and ear candy, and
Yeah, actually, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
So, what did you guys work on today? What was the process for today?
Well, first of all, today was just for me to come see the studio because I've actually never been here before. It's been really cool. Like, this spot is awesome. I've actually never been in a legit studio before. I've just been like a bedroom producer, both him and I actually.
Get out.
So it's been really cool to have like these awesome monitor speakers and the whole setup. But we came here today to really just give feedback and be there for her with recording the ad libs, the extra ear candy and harmonies for the vocals. I have like all of my post-processing plugins and stuff at my home studio. And then we also started some other ideas today. We looked through some of his demo tracks to see if anything resonated with her. And we got two.
That definitely was.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the end of the day, we ended up finding one that really resonated with Christina that was a like a speed house kind of beat that him and I produced in a day. We had a studio session where we were honestly just messing around and we found something that ended up working out. But just like the audience track, we're removing the vocals and we're obviously having her on it instead. Like, why wouldn't we? Her vocals are way better anyway. So
let's talk about that crazy clip I saw of you guys on a stage somewhere with the concert. Like, what was that?
yeah, so actually, would you like to explain this one?
So this guy was performing at Believe Music Hall, and I was just inspired and I wanted to record it. I wasn't expecting anything of it, and I guess he liked it so much that they ended up working on it like the next day, and they were like, I think we want to perform it, and I was just like, shut the fuck up. And I was just like, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna be there. Yeah, he just made it happen, and it was an exhilarating moment.
Yeah, that was incredible.
I was drunk, but I had a great fucking time. I had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
And the crowd was fucking loving it. And it was just like,
Yep.
yeah, I felt invincible on that stage.
Yeah, it was my I got booked to close out for Sabai, who's like a melodic EDM artist. He's Thai, really, really big artist. And I immediately thought, like, when we had this song close to being playable on club speakers, I was like, we have to play this. It would be electric. And I knew she was coming to my show anyway, so I said, why don't you get up on stage and actually like go crazy and get the crowd hyped up and like sing along to the song. And it was a great idea because that really added to that extra energy when we played it live.
Wow, so great.
Gosh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Electric.
Yeah,
Hopefully a
it
better
was
word.
electric. Yep.
Better word.
Yep.
Great word
Yep.
choice. Yep.
It was awesome. And the crowd reaction was just priceless, to be honest. It was exactly what I was expecting it to be. So that was really cool. That was
Thank
really
you.
cool.
What is it like? What's the process like between the two of you making beats together and then working with the artist? How does that kind of flow? How does it happen?
We're really good at making beats.
Yeah.
That's
We're
right.
good at
That's
beats.
fucking right.
Yeah, I'm my part of the job is
Funny.
usually setting up like a song structure, finding good chords, finding, I don't know, like soft sounds to get an idea started, and then he is much better at sound design, serum, stacking the layers, they call it.
Yeah.
You're good at that. It's a lot in this, and this is kind of like a bass music extension genre, like a
It's like,
subgenre.
yeah, it's like a subgenre of melodic bass
Yeah,
music.
this is like melodic bass meets progressive house
Yeah,
meets
basically.
something else, I guess. I don't really know.
I mean, we got some trap in there too with the 808s.
Yeah, it's
and all
kind of
that.
a lot. We're drawing
Yeah.
from a lot of different genres
Yeah.
here. But it all started out with just chords on in like a MIDI
Yeah.
file.
It always starts with a piano.
yeah, just
Piano
great
chords.
piano.
Every time.
Mm.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys
Yeah.
make beats together when you're cooking up a collab beat. You kind of
Mhm.
start together on two different DAWs.
Usually it's just one of us that has like a really good idea, and then I'll text him or hit him up and be like, hey, got this good idea. Like next studio session, we usually just have a bunch of ideas ready and we go through them, and then when one just kind of sticks, we just hard focus in on that, and it almost always seems to start on his DAW. He is Ableton, so we have to do the stemming out thing. But we usually start on his because he's really good at writing the melodies and the chords and all of that stuff. And then usually when it gets more to the like end goal and the basis has already been laid out, we usually go over to FL because I have all the post-processing plugins and mixing and mastering stuff. So, but yeah, from the very beginnings, like you'll listen to it, you'll be like, oh, this is just someone playing random chords on a piano, and then it turns into something like this, and it's honestly incredible. So, yeah.
And then Christina, when you get a beat like this, what's your process? Do you write? Do you do melodies first? Like, how do you?
Melodies first. Just feel it out. Melodies first. Hook first. I go based off on a feeling. Sometimes I'll just like sing gibberish. See where it takes me. Maybe some words add on in there, and then maybe I'll notice like what vowels work with a certain note at a certain angle, whatever. But it's got to be catchy. So it's melody first in the hook, and then I can just play off with the verse, play off the melody with the verses. You know what I'm saying? So I try to not stay within like the chords of, you know, like as far as like the melody that I'm choosing, like the notes that are not just kind of like in the bass line. I want to kind of be creative with like playing around it, and it kind of works with that. So I try to like think a little outside the box, and there's just like a lot of like prettiness in like certain keys that I'll hit. So I'll just kind of like, I'm very big on progression in music. So I want something to be like, you know, kind of sweet, like you hear and you're like, ooh, it's sweet, and like the tone is just like, it like hits you. And then as we grow, it's like there's gonna be some high note in there. There's gonna be some riff in there. There's gonna be some power, feeling, excitement, and then when it drops, it's like, do it all over again.
Yeah.
That's kind of like just where, I guess that's how I am with like all the music that I do.
And then I think for all of you, how does it feel working within, like, because I know you guys were talking about where you got your vocals from before. And then with you, I know you get beats from different producers, but also from like on BeatStars or wherever. So like, how does it feel having an actual vocalist to work with? And then how does it feel having to know the producers that are making, you know what I mean? Like, how does that personalized, I guess, experience? Is it different? Is it better? Is it?
It's more hands-on.
It's, I'd say it's more like you get a lot more personality and like original sound. And I think that's like the best part about collabing with people closely is you're mixing styles together. Just how you find that those new genres and new sounds. It's great knowing both of them because it's accessible. You know, if we need something to be changed quickly in a project, it's really easy to just hit either of them up and say, hey, can we like work on this part? Yeah, I don't know. I think it adds like a whole new dynamic, especially for us as producers. Like we mentioned earlier, there are a lot of free vocals out there, or vocals you get through like subscription-based platforms. They're great and they'll get you started, but there's not that originality that only you can create as an artist. So I feel like that's one of the things that's really like gate kept us for the most part is not having a great vocalist most of the time, but obviously we have her now. So yeah,
Glad to help.
Yeah, and then live it's even more fun when you have the
best.
vocalist there. Yeah, it adds to the show, it adds to the production. It's awesome.
So Dutch and I, we met originally in late 2024. So I guess it was like a year ago.
It was exactly a year ago from today. Yeah,
like a year ago
yeah,
from right now.
yeah.
So
On the show?
we
Okay.
met.
The Galactic Groove show you were at.
Oh.
We got booked on the same lineup at a show in North
Oh,
Atlanta,
that's far.
and I met Dutch. She was closing out. I was opening. Or I don't know. Were you headlining?
I was headlining.
He was headlining.
Yep.
I was opening, and we hit it off. Became friends, and it's been very steady ever since. Like we collaborate about an average of once every other week in person.
Probably once a week at this point. I feel
Once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's not just music though. We go rock climbing, work out,
Yep.
random stuff
Hey.
Yeah.
all the time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So are you guys like a production team when you do work together? Do you have like a name, or is it just like
That's inevitable.
That's crazy.
gonna happen,
it,
right?
it hasn't gotten to that point yet, but honestly, if things keep going the way they are, it might happen.
Yeah.
It might end up happening.
Yeah, it'd
honestly.
just be silly to be listing like your artist name, comma, my artist
Yeah.
name. It's like, why are we doing this? We should probably just find a new name.
Yeah, we're like the baby version of like Adventure Club right now. I feel like.
Yeah, we got to nail the name.
Yeah.
We do a duo,
Yeah.
production duo. We gotta get that right.
But that was my first DJing gig where I met him. It was honestly one of the best gigs to start out with as a new DJ, and it was really funny. It was like all the people on the lineup had different genres that they excelled in, and his was house, mine was more like melodic bass stuff. I don't know, I feel like those two genres kind of share a lot of aspects about like the way they sound. So I think that really helped with like hitting it off with him making tracks.
Yeah, for
Would
sure.
you say that was
Yeah,
like
for sure. We all know
yeah.
the same music. Like all the house songs get remixed or played out.
yeah,
by
as
your
melodic
favorite artists.
bass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
melodic
yeah.
bass guys and the bass music guys just flip those house songs so well.
Mhm.
So like we know all the same music.
Yeah, yeah. And then I met Christina. I started working at the same restaurant she works at. It's almost been 3 years. It's very close to 3 years.
Long, but yeah.
I've lost track. I've stopped counting at this point, but I started working with her, and then as I got to know her, I figured out that she was a musician as well and a talented singer. And I think all of us at that time were still kind of finding our sound. So like we never collabed until literally now, like almost 3 years
Yeah.
later. But
So long overdue.
it was long overdue. We had always talked about it, but you know, we were like doing our own thing. So it's really cool that it finally like ended up,
Yeah, the timing
working
just
out.
really aligned well.
yeah.
Like
But-
I'm ready.
do you guys play in like songwriting and all that other stuff, or do you really just focus on the beats, on the production side?
I personally have never. Well, I've dabbled in songwriting, but I wouldn't say that's my strong suit. I'm definitely more on the technical like sound design part. But he's really good at that.
I write songs every day.
Do you
Yeah.
really?
I
I didn't
do.
know that.
Yeah, I play guitar, so I write
That's
songs
cool.
on guitar all day. I spend a lot of time just learning songs that I like to play. I like punk rock. It's my favorite genre. I'm trying to learn the whole album of American Idiot on guitar right now, start to finish. It's kind
Great
of tough.
album.
It's all in the same key though, so that kind of helps. But it's still pretty difficult. That's my challenge right now, just to see how my favorite songs are written. But yeah, I write songs all the time.
Do you have anything out?
Yeah, I've how many, like 1 or 2 songs out where I
Yeah.
actually like that are like full songs, like full production.
Oh, you
Did
need.
you perform?
I need to.
Yeah,
Like,
where I
need to
sang.
do that,
Yeah,
Please.
yeah,
Recording is a very tedious fucking thing.
it is. It's like all the fine details. Like, and once you get a good take, then you have to like chop it up and make sure there's no pops or make sure there's no inconsistencies that would just ruin the take.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain, but
Not gonna lie.
I'm learning it
though,
right now.
Not gonna lie. When I was recording, and y'all were in the room and everything, I was surprised I hit my notes nice and quick.
Yeah, and you're like
Sometimes it takes
dancing
like an
around
hour
Pro
just to do
Tools
that
too.
shit.
Yeah, you know the software really well. It's very quick.
Yeah.
Like you would rip out like 5 to 6 takes in 30 seconds because you know what's good and you know when to back off from it.
Yes. Also, majority of the main vocals were done, so that whole mindset of trying to like be perfect wasn't really like there.
Mhm.
So I was just kind of fixing some things where I knew I was flat, and then like the auto tune kind of like picked it up on it. Not I turned the auto tune like almost off or very low, just so I know how I sound without it. Because I'm gonna send you the vocal stems anyway, which I did.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that the main vocals were just like clean. If there was like a riff that had like a little hiccup in there, I wanted to clean that up so it's smooth. Anything that was too loud or screechy, I gave myself room from the mic, lower the preamp so I can execute that nicely. Clearly I record myself. But yeah, I just wanted to touch up on things, and then I did the ear candy. What is it? Ear
Yeah,
candy?
they like
Ear
just
candy?
like the
I just love
like,
that ear candy.
Yeah, ear candy, background vocals.
I never said that.
Ad-libs,
I call it Christina
same things.
Spice, but ear candy's nice too.
Spice.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
She had a name for it. It's the same
But-
thing. You know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
backing vocals and all that pretty shit. Like that's
Yeah.
So it's easy to. They're gonna be low in the background. They're not like very prominent. So if I have like a little hiccup, it's not a big deal. You can put like an effect on it. And it's so
Yeah, those can be
good.
imperfect.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
background
like the
things can be
doubles
imperfect.
are like okay because
Yeah.
they're like hidden.
Yeah.
So anything that was hidden, that's why I was able to like run into that shit real quick. But if you were here when I was with the main vocal, bitch, one just the hook. They feeling alive. I was like, I couldn't hit that. I like a whole hour. I'm like, you know what? Stop. Drink some water. Go fucking pee. Continue,
Mhm.
and then get back to that later. And sometimes when I like open up in the beginning, sometimes it's too soft because I'm just starting. So I'll maybe re-record the first verse because now my voice just opened up for the rest of the record, and
Okay.
everything's got to kind of sound like the same.
Right.
That's why sometimes I don't even like recording myself on another day because my voice won't sound the same. Do you get like? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you get like.
I
that,
know what
but-
you're saying. Yeah,
but
your
I-
voice changes.
Yeah, and it's like just me hearing the vocals and me trying to redo that, try to get the feeling in and like try to execute that how I'm perceiving it as. It's never the same. I end up fucking re-recording the whole damn thing. That's why sometimes I'll stay in the studio. I'm stuck in that chair for hours and I don't eat and I don't drink no water and I don't pee and I don't nothing. I'm there because I'm just very like focused and determined that I ain't fucking stopping.
Do you warm
I'm
up?
staying right there. Do I warm up? Sometimes I do. Yeah, I'll do like vocal exercises. Do I do that very often? No. I just I think my warm up is I'll actually sing the record. I'll sing the whole record.
Mm.
Sometimes when I sing the record over and over, I create like a muscle memory
Mm.
in my vocal cords. So I'll be able to like execute like certain breathing points and being able to hit the notes and how I'm gonna hit it, whether I'm gonna sing in a full voice or sing in a falsetto voice or sing in like a mid voice or whatever the hell it's called. But you know, I'll be able to channel that. So if I could sing something right off the rip, it won't be like it won't be perfect. I'll just do it over and over and over and over. Maybe I'll change and I'll figure out how I want to execute it. But that's usually like my warm up.
Mm.
I'll just sing the whole song over and over. And then I'll just take it piece by piece because I want every part to sound good, but I don't just punch in. I'll sing along and punch in. So I don't lose the feeling. Don't
I
want to sound
see.
robotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Like where you're not just like starting on the line that you're trying to sing. You like sing a little bit before it. So that way you're loose, and then the delivery sounds more clear.
Yeah.
Because no one in dance music, I don't think, as far as I know, has ever done one take all the way through and that be the final take. I don't know if that's ever been
Really?
done. Maybe it has. I
I feel like it definitely was in the past.
Yeah, in the old
Like
days,
a
yeah.
Whitney Houston,
yeah.
Mariah Carey, I feel like they have.
Well, they didn't
like
have an
done-
option. A lot of them didn't have an
Right,
option.
correct,
Yeah,
exactly.
they had to do one take. Just like the Beatles, they would mic up the whole band and just play the song. And that was it.
Yep.
No extra processing. Like, that was it. Nowadays, you can just do as many takes as you need.
Now we can cheat.
It's a blessing and a curse because you lost.
Gosh, and then you got to give into like if you're a perfectionist, which most
Yes.
artists are,
Yeah.
you run the risk of like ruining that initial magic that you have with whatever that recording is because you think you can make better. So yeah, blessing and curse.
It really is though.
It is.
That's
It
the
really
fucking
is.
that's the tedious part of it all right there because I might sound fine, but I want it to sound a certain way because this is how I see it, and I want it that way, and I like, you know what I'm saying? So
All right, so I really wanted to ask the question, which I haven't even asked myself yet. But how did you even come up with the lyrics for this song? Like they're incredible. I feel like there might be maybe a meaning behind it.
it was hook first. Baby, you're enough for me. And then I just kind of like took the verses and just was like, what's the melody? Oh, street, quiet melody. So there was something that just came over me. Like, I'm finally seeing now. You saw the messy parts and still decided not to leave. It's kind of crazy how your eyes tell the same story. Like you feel the same way. You said those words to me. There you go. There's the whisper in your ear. That's another thing too. Okay. When I do music, I always have a visualizer in my head. Okay. There's always like a music video. So I guess there's that too. So I'm envisioning me in the video of what my video will potentially look like. So then there's that portrays in the music, because I don't know. It's all a vision. It's all a vision. So I just kind of went off the vision. And then the second verse is just talking about like, okay, we're here and it's beautiful. And now I want to show you off to the world so they can see it all. And that's it. You're enough for me.
Nice.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
It's very creative, and I think that the message is very relatable to a lot of people in some way, shape, or form. Which is why I think it's so catchy. Like when I first heard it, I was like, wow, I can easily relate to this. Like all of the feelings and lyrics, like it was awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to have a song that focuses on like the upside of a relationship. Like, oh wow, I finally found someone that's enough for me.
Oh my gosh, all the sound.
And it's not complacent. It's not anything like that. It's just you finally found somebody that you actually want to be with.
Yeah.
That's what you're singing about. So
Yeah.
it's pretty rare to hear a song that's that's the good side of
it's
it.
all the sad songs out there, right? It was like this
Yeah.
is the one that's gonna start a wave.
The energy is giving good energy.
Yeah, the positive
is.
So
vibes.
I
yeah.
didn't.
good
It's
energy.
a positive vibe. So I was definitely not gonna attack it in a negative way or sad way.
Yeah, and
So-
melodic bass, especially, pretty much every song
It's sad.
is sad.
It's sad.
People go to these shows to cry, actually.
Yep.
So then if you write a positive song that's like wrapped up in like a kind of a dark sounding chord progression, it's not really dark. I guess it's a little bit hopeful. It has an ounce of hopefulness to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not the normal type of song that you hear.
Songwriting, not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
I want to say that I'm really grateful and like ecstatic working with you guys. Honestly, because like
Likewise.
I'm always.
Yeah, it's been
Likewise,
awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. Like I really wanted to sing on this type of music because I love Ellie Goulding.
Yeah.
I love that
Incredible.
Titanium song by Sia. I know we're talking about old. It's kind of old. It's not. It's like last decade.
They're timeless.
Yeah,
That's how I would describe
they're
those timeless
like
tracks.
Swedish House Mafia
Yep.
and Tiesto and Avicii. Being able to like sing on this shit now, because I have a powerful voice, and I feel like the music that I was doing, some of it doesn't have like a crazy wow factor in like a vocal range, which I wanna, I'm growing as an artist, but like I just like I fuck with this heavy.
You listen to all the vocalists in the genre, and tracks from like Millennium, especially Seven Lions, Trivecta, people like that. And the vocalists, like, first of all, female vocals on tracks like this are just like everyone's using female vocalists because it pairs so well with that dark bass. Like the bass has to be really strong. So having that vocal that sits right on top of the stack is like an essential for the genre. Which is why immediately, like when I heard your voice on the pop tracks you were doing at the time, and then I would hear you just randomly singing at work, like walking into the dish pit or out back or whatever, I was like, your voice would be incredible on a melodic dubstep track. Like it would be awesome. So I just want to say, I remember telling you, like, your vocal range is so incredible. Like you could nail it in that genre. And like I said, those female vocalists you hear in this genre, like their vocal ranges are incredible. So you fit that. You fit that. When we were messing with this track, I was like, let's just get another vocalist on it. Like, screw the remix vocals. You were like the first person I thought of for that. Seriously, because I've been trying to get you to do it for like a while. But
I'm sorry.
but yeah, no, it's been awesome working with you, and yeah, can't wait to see what we come up with in the future. And same goes for this guy right here. We've learned a lot production wise through
That's the
working with
truth.
each other. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, learned a lot.
Yeah.
Mixing, mastering, it's so touchy. It's like such a fine art. It's like getting a song to the finishing stage.
Yeah.
Lightning in a bottle.
Seriously. I mean, that just shows when you're like passionate about a project that you're gonna grind it out.
Yeah, I know.
So
And I feel like I know that especially because I have so many projects that I'm like, I'm missing that little bit of excitement that you need to like finish a track.
Mhm.
And
True.
Yeah, it's really, that's the thing to unlock, is to finish a track, is to have that excitement all the way through.
We're
That's it.
very familiar with that.
It's hard. Easier said than done, but that is the thing.
That's why I wanted to record it right away.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit,
can't
this was
procrastinate
way
it.
too great. I have to go in
Yeah.
there right now and send him this shit because you're not with me, and I'm not gonna do it over the like a voice note. You gotta hear it on the track. I'm like, okay. Went in there for like an hour, and I said, okay, Dutch, you ready?
I also just wanted to say, like, your reaction to hearing the vocals on the track that you sent me in the voice message was that was priceless. You're freaking the fuck out. I think all of us were when
I
we
was
when we
freaking
saw
out.
when
I
we
can't
saw
blame
the
you for that.
finished
I was
when
freaking
we
out.
saw the
Yeah.
finished
I was like,
product.
That was great.
I was in the studio that night, like putting some like finishing touches before like demo V1 got sent out, and every producer can relate when I say like you're sitting there and you're literally like doing this while you're producing, like vibing out to your own shit. And it I think there's only been like really one other song I produced where I felt that like energy from. So that was really cool. That was really, really cool.
I love
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
It's incredible.
God, that was a fun ass time. We're gonna wrap it up now. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Christina. You can follow me at Crystina Ventura. That's Christina with a Y, C-R-Y.
I'm Kodokari. You can follow me on Instagram, find me on SoundCloud. Soon to be on Apple Music and Spotify.
I'm Matthew Blue. I'm on Instagram, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, all the social platforms. I post all around. So
Yeah. Well,
Check us out.
thank y'all for listening.